fresh out the oven. Video games. They have music. Some more than others, and some better than others. Today, I'm going to talk about some with freaking awesome soundtracks, because they're freaking awesome, and you should know about them. The rules here are simple. Number one, it has to be an indie game, since that's the theme we're going with today. Number two, the soundtracks have to be made for the game. That means no licensed tracks. I'm looking at you, Hotline Miami, you wonderful licensed filled joy to the ears. Like, just shove those tunes in my ears all day, because you know I know. But, let's get started, shall we? Super Meat Boy! You really can't talk about indie games without talking about Super Meat Boy. Before the days of titles like Minecraft, Super Meat Boy was one of the most popular and successful indie games to hit the market. Developed by Team Meat and released in 2010, it was the first official release by the developers, and 4 years later, it's still their only release as Team Meat. Regardless, the soundtrack for the game is amazing. Composed by Danny Baranowski, Super Meat Boy's soundtrack covers a crap ton of different sounds, from funk to rock to orchestral to electronic and even a bit of retro 8-bit versions of the previous tracks. The music in this game is essential, as it helps keep players interested in playing as the difficulty increases to high levels of frustration. Why even keep? What? Why even keep? I don't know how to say that. I have absolutely no idea how to say that. You can read it for yourself. WYV and keep. The Temple of the Lost Idol is a co-op puzzle platformer developed by A Jolly Corpse and released in 2013. Not only does this game have some great level design, it also has some fantastic pixel artwork and great music to go along with it. Composed by Luke Thomas, the tracks were able to weave in with the game's theme fantastically to help fill the atmosphere with fun, danger, curiosity, and mystery as you explore the temple level by level, seeking its riches. While the consistent box pushing and button pressing does get a little bit tiring throughout the entirety of the game, the soundtrack definitely does not. Speaking of puzzle platformers, did you know that there was one made about a purple goat? Did you also know there was a second one made about a purple goat? Did you also know that there has yet to be a third one made about a purple goat, but I digress. Scapegoat 2 not only continues Magical Time Bean's cleverly named puzzle platform series, but it does an amazing job on improving everything from the first game, including the music. Developer and composer Ian Stoker is able to really make you feel the mystery of the strange temple-like world this game takes place in, utilizing everything from piano to chorus sounds to whatever in the world you call this sound. While the tracks do a great job of making their own unique sound for Scapegoat 2, something about them always reminded me of the old Eyewitness intro theme. Da 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 da. Corporate Lifestyle Simulator is an in-depth recreation of life working at a Canadian super corporation. It uses in-depth research to accurately recreate day-to-day activities to teach players the joys of such an occupation. Developed by Big Nick and originally released under the title Zombies in 2012, the game was re-released in 2014 by Dolphin Barn, with new levels and content to help flesh out the idea a little bit more. One thing that didn't change, though, was Big Nick's fantastic electronic soundtrack. While the tracks don't really fit the simulation theme of the game, I honestly don't care. Jay Kaufman is a pretty amazing composer. You may recognize some of his work from soundtracks for games like Shovel Knight, Mighty Switch Force, and Shantae Risky's Revenge. We aren't going to talk about any of those games at the moment, though, because we're going to talk about Blood Rain Betrayal instead. Released in 2011 by WayForward Technologies on the Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, Blood Rain Betrayal was a reboot of the Blood Rain series, taking it from a third-person hack-and-slash kind of game to a 2D side-scroller hack-and-slash kind of game. The game did have some trouble finding an audience due to some of its frustrating level design and poor controls, and even after re-release on Steam in 2014, it's still considered an underrated gem. But the music is still just as good as ever. Kaufman was able to use some fantastic orchestral work mixed with hard rock guitars to help players really get the fast-paced and gothic feel of the game. The soundtrack consists of both loud and in-your-face tracks, as well as calmer and more somber tracks, and even some 8-bit remixes of the previous songs. While some may say the soundtrack is a little bit too intense and the end credits track might be a bit corny, personally, I love it! And there you have it, some freaking awesome video game soundtracks from some equally awesome indie titles. Please let me know what you think of the tracks I've been able to put together in this video, and feel free to suggest your own favorite indie soundtracks in the comments below. Who knows, I just may make another one of these kind of videos. Anyway, until next time, I'm MegapieMan, and I will talk to you guys later.